All right, so welcome back, comrades. Coming to you live from Great River here in eastern Hanover. And you're witnessing the arrival of the party leader, Dr. Peter Phillips, as he touches down to join the team of Wavell Hit 6 Hines. There you are.
Come on over this side. Come on over. The party leader is here. Sorry.
I heard someone at the audience had that part. I heard someone at the
From the banks of the Great River, it's a good place to begin this tour of East Hanover with a great leader.
It's only Peter Phillips, he's standing on your feet. Skip and skeleton, bang, bang, bang. You don't say if I'm wrong. Never love us, we are in the veins. Sweet Mr. Man, never love us, got to live the veins. Peter Phillips, I'm doing it nice. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Peter Phillips, I stay for the show. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Peter Phillips, good to go. Never love us, we are in the veins. Sweet Mr. Man, never love us, got to live the veins. Peter Phillips, I'm doing it nice. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Peter Phillips, good to go. Never love us, Peter, never the veins. Sweet Mr. Man, never love us, got to live the veins. Peter Phillips, I do it right. Cause if you mash you and you calm down to brag and run. It's only Peter Phillips, keep his cocky on your feet. Skip and scan to the bang, bang, bang. You make some ways from where you go. Never love us, veins. Sweet Mr. Man, never love us, got to live the veins. Peter Phillips, I do it nice. Peter Phillips, I stand for the shine. Peter Phillips, good to go. Never love you, never veins. Sweet Mr. Man, never love us, got to live the veins. Peter Phillips, I do it nice.
Trying to mix up the original.
Yes. What you picking on the face, Sean?
Weber. But the leader, you ever lick a six yet?
Yeah, man.
Eh? Straight over. Yep. All right. There you have it. Wave rides and the party leader hitting a six straight over the Great River. Ah, yeah. As I mentioned to you earlier on, the Great River borders St. James and Hanover. At the moment, we're on the border, that little bridge just after the checkpoint of the state of emergency. The Great River runs beneath it, that bridge you see right there. And the party leader has hooked up with Weber Hines for the Do Road series in this neck of the woods in Eastern Hanover. And they would make a trek in and out, as they always do, in and around the constituency to touch base with the people within this constituency. It is their first good look at Weber Hines on the ground in his constituency, and as you can see, the comrades are here. I understand sometime in the near future, I'll find out from him, there's some kind of a cricket competition going on. I think I've shared it. We'll get a little bit more information from him on that, but on the arrival of the party leader, you can see the meet and greet and touching base here at Ground Zero, and then they will begin that trek in and out throughout the constituency. Remember here that some places the signal might be a little bit difficult to have.
Mr. Hines! Alright,
You know, my one wish for the Christmas is that all comrades will put all of these stupid, what I call stupid differences aside, and let's get back to being PNP. Let's get back to being comrades. We have an election to win, and I believe that by the looks of things, as you travel the ground throughout the nook and cranny of Jamaica, you get a feeling that comrades are ready and waiting. They're ready and waiting for the party to deliver that victory to them. They want to play their part. They want to see the party together. They want to see people coming out to support their candidates and their MPs, and they want to see a bit of togetherness in the People's National Party. Today, as I mentioned to you, we're down in Eastern Hanover. That seat that will be contested by Weber Hines. Make no mistake about it, Weber Hines is in a good place here, and we're on the banks of the Great River, and you're looking at a great candidate for the People's National Party. Make no mistake about that, Weber Hines. I want to remind you also that after today, the party leader will be staying down here. There's an event tomorrow with Andrea Hilton. I will get a little bit more information and pass it on to you. And then on Sunday, you know, that is NEC. Next week, next Friday, the Do Road series will take you to St. Thomas, that neck of the woods that has been in the news a bit this week. But right now we're in Eastern Hanover. That's the focus. Weber Hines, the man of the moment, is with the party leader doing road. Right now we're doing door to door.
Yes.
As I was saying before I was interrupted by that call, it used to be a very hot tourist attraction. At night times, tourists used to come out here and travel up and down the river by boat, by raft. Let me just give you a little bit of a view here. The Great River was one of those one of the major attractions on the border of St. James and Hanover. Of late, it seems to be not what it used to be. You know, I have to tell you, with all the talk and all the PR and all the hoopla, I have to tell you that tourism has never been what it really should be when this government is in power. Tourism really is something that the People's National Party has always been championed. And let's face it, tourism is better when PNP is in power. Make no mistake about that. All right, so the party leader is making his way into his vehicle. So having toured the starting point, they will now make their way inside the constituency on the trek. I'm going to make my way to my vehicle and join the trek so that you can get a bird's eye view as to what is going on. If you lose the feed, it simply means that the signal has gone bad, but I will do my best to keep you active so you can get a bird's eye view of the party leader and way behind doing road down in Eastern Hanover. Alright, so just like we traveled together last week, let me just get the focus here. Just like we traveled together last week, I invite you to sit in the driver's seat and let me chauffeur you today and give you a little bit of a bird's eye view of this Eastern Hanover constituency. Alright. I can tell you that what I know of this neck of the woods that we're heading to right now is that somewhere within a few minutes we're going to lose the signal. I remember having a brethren that lives somewhere up on the hilltop here, and the signal, unless you're way on the top, is not very good. So if you lose the feed, I invite you to join me back when we come back live, or I will continue to tape the going on for you so that you can see it.
Ah, boy, I tell you.
So you can see here, this is a rural community that we're heading off the main from Eastern Hanover, heading up to Woodlands. Fitting. We're in Great River, but we're heading up to Woodlands, and as you can see, as you will see in a few minutes, it is indeed a little bit of a woodland. Much of the people that you see here, many of them used to do their thing at nights on the Great River banks here. Since the Great River has sort of folded its operation, people has decided to, seek employment elsewhere, or be creative with their own form of employment. One thing I can tell you here, heading up to Woodlands, so far, the roads is not the best of things. But I'm in that 4-wheel drive, so we're in good stead. All right. Across the first gully, up to the Woodlands we go. Eastern. Oh. All right, so I was heading into the river. No, not really, but up the hill we go. This constituency was once represented by D.K. Duncan.
D.K. Duncan, yeah.
And before D.K. Duncan, it was
Francis Toller.
Francis Toller, indeed. Yeah.
And Kenyon Brown.
Wavell Hines is trying to place his mark in this constituency, and he's off to a good start, I can tell you, because he seems to, I expect Wavell to be very popular down here. He comes with an international background, having been very successful with his stint with the West Indies and with the Jamaican cricket team. So, Jamaica is a pastime in and around Jamaica, even though the West Indies are struggling these days. But the name Wavell Hines is it's a household name. No matter what part of the country you go and you say Wavell Hines, people say cricket. You understand? He's known as Mr. Cricket, and indeed he's brought his brand of political cricket down to Eastern Hanover, and the people here are playing cricket with Wavell Hines. I can tell you that Wavell seems to have a good rapport, and is gelling basically with the people down here. And I expect that in the next general election, Wavell Hines will become the next member of parliament to represent this constituency. One thing I know, he will have his work cut out from him, because indeed the constituency needs a lot of work. The sitting MP seems to be a little bit absent. You want to say absent or laid back? He's a little bit laid back, and you'll find a couple of those in Parliament these days.
He's always sleeping in Parliament.
All right, so we're going up a steep hill, and we seems to be, I don't know if it is that somebody is stuck up there, but we have it's a little bit of a deep hill. So I'm going to take a break from the feed and invite you to join me back here in a few minutes while we get we get situated on this hill here and figure out what is going on. Junior Socrates here. Give me a few minutes and I'll join you once again.